Hello, welcome to my math friend, your favorite math educational channel. All right, in the previous videos we have been looking at um, differences between equations and expressions and how to solve them. But you've missed a lot if you could not watch them. I want to encourage you to go back to those videos, watch them, and leave your comments in the comment section. Before we continue in today's lesson, um, I would want you to subscribe to the channel if you've not, like, comment, and share. Okay, so that someone out there, a student, a teacher, an educator somewhere, would be informed. It's going to go a long way to help them. Trust me, these math lessons are very, very educative and are going to help somebody in a long way. All right, we are looking at linear versus non-linear equations. This is a lesson, great one for my dear junior high or senior high schools. All right. Okay, now there are types of equations. Mainly they're either linear or non-linear. All right. Now, if you want to determine whether an equation is linear or non-linear, the main thing to note is that the power is mainly the determiner, the power of the variable. Last time we looked at what variables are, what constants are, and the terms. Now, variables are simply the letters found in any equation. Okay, so like you have the x, the y, the a, the b, all those are variables. Now, every variable has a power on it. Now, if it's the power 1, normally the power is, it's not written. We don't have x to the power 1 because it's 1. But any power above 1, that's 2, the 3, they are written. All right, so the power of the variable is mainly the determiner. It determines whether the equation is linear or non-linear. Very well, let's then look at some examples in this very table. Okay, so the examples are going to help us. Now, when we come to linear equations, first example we're going to look at is the one you see on the board. Okay, so if I have x plus y equals 5, x plus y equals 5. All right, now this is an equation. This is linear. Now this we have two types of linear equations anyway. We have um, linear equations in one variable and linear equations in two variables. Our first degree equations, and then yeah. So this is a linear equation in two variables. In two variables. That means that you have two letters, x and y. All right, now let's look at the power of these variables. Now when we look at one, the power of x, sorry, is 1. The power of y is 1. All right, so the highest power over there you can see is 1 for both of the variables or the letters. All right, good. So you have 1 1 over there, and so this is a linear variable, a linear equation in two variables. In two variables, the variables are 2, and then the highest power is still 1, so it makes it linear. Now, a non-linear equation is where the power of the equation, the power of the variable in the equation isn't 1 or is more than 1. So, for example, you have x squared plus y, let's say, equals 2. All right, the power of y is 1 and the power of x is 2. Very well. So the highest power over there is 2. And that makes that equation non-linear. Another example, example 2, you have m minus 4 equals 20. All right, m minus 4 equals 20. And then you have, let's look at an example the other side. You say you have m squared minus 4, or let's say m cubed, m to the power 3 minus 4 equals 16. All right. Now, in this very example, the linear, you see that the power over there is 1. Good. And because it's 1, normally it's not written. It's not written. But for the sake of this, for the purposes of this lesson, we are writing it for you to see the power. Now, so because the highest power, there's just one, it makes this equation a linear equation. Of course, it's an equation. I hope you remember in one of the videos, which I would want you to go back to, I would say that when you have two expressions, m minus 4 is an expression, 20 is also an expression. Two expressions being equated becomes an equation, right? So in this equation, you have the highest power to be 1. It's linear. Now with the non-linear, look at the power, the power of the variable m. The power is what? 3, which is more than 1. And so it makes m cubed minus 4 equals 16, a non-linear equation. Now, as to which type of non-linear, that will be for another lesson. All right, we are just looking at identifying different, identifying linear and non-linear equations. Very good. Another example, say you have y out of 4, y out of 4 plus 6 equals 0. Then you have here, let's say you have y out of 2, y squared, sorry, out of any number, let's say 2 plus 5 equals 0. Good. Now let's look at these two examples. These two examples. Very well. Now in these two examples, you see that you have y out of 4 plus 6 equals 0. Now what is the power? What is the power of the y here? The power is the 1. The power of the variable is 1. All right. Now, and so this becomes a linear equation. Now it is a linear equation in one variable because the only variable is y. And then in the example 2, the only variable is m. So that is also a linear equation in one variable. Linear equation in one variable. But number one is linear equation in two variables because we have x and y. Let's look at the non-linear. You have y squared out of 2 plus 5 equals 0. Good. This is non-linear in the sense that the power is more than 1, as to the power 2. So y squared out of 2. Good. So these are a few examples just to help you understand what linear and non-linear equations look like, right? And it's going to help you to identify them whenever you see such equations. Very well. Okay, so I wanted to follow us in the subsequent videos. We shall be looking at how to solve linear equations, how to solve linear equations, whether they are linear equations in one variable or linear equations in two variables. All right, how to solve them, and then we'll move on from there. Great. I trust that you can't wait to have a feel of that lesson, right? So keep following us. I wanted to keep watching, subscribe to this channel if not, watch, comment, like, and then share to the student and educator. Very well. Bye.